Welcome to the Daily Crypto Market Update. BTC closed above the cloud on Saturday and Sunday and is now back above again. This shift from bearish consolidation being inside the cloud to above the cloud is now in bullish. Well, actually, it's more strong bullish now. It's a good sign. I'm not going to lie. It's very, very nice. I'm happy to see it. My primary concern is that we have a minor CME gap with the high set on Friday at 105.945. This low right here, 105.990, is just so close. It'll most likely just get closed today. It's not that far from the current price. If anything, the price just has to go up from here to hit that CME gap. It's just how that chart works. Looking at other metrics, volume is obviously down because it's a weekend. It's fallen off a lot, considerably. On-balance volume is still trending up in terms of the white moving average, but the blue jagged line is going lower, which isn't great. However, we are seeing strength building on the relative strength index. On the 4-hour time frame, we had a TBO Close short here on Friday, but it was just one, and it was pretty high above the TBO support line, so it wasn't really worth talking about. More notably, though, it looks like we're going to see the price of BTC go above the 4-hour cloud, which would be great to have the price above the weekly cloud, to be above the daily cloud, and the 4-hour cloud. Now, yes, in case you're wondering, we are still getting stop loss hunting alerts firing. It hasn't stopped, although it has slowed down just a little bit, which is a positive sign. So let's keep pushing forward. Ethereum, yes, we have this second TBT bearish divergence cluster, and we had the drop of 7%. The price has since kind of slowed down a lot, up 2% on Friday, up basically 2% on Saturday, down negative 0.6% on yesterday, Sunday, and now it's just kind of barely holding. Volume's also fallen down a lot from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today's just getting started. But it's more notable to see how much strength has been zapped out of the price of Ethereum, especially with RSI. Price is holding, but RSI is falling like this, and volume is falling as well, isn't good. Well, with that said, we still have a bullishly ascending on-balance volume for Ethereum. On the 4-hour, no bullish, reversal, or breakout signals to be seen. On the weekly, it's still inside the cloud. It's still below 70 on RSI. It's still below the moving average here, and volume did not exceed the moving average. I might have to wait a little bit longer for Ethereum to really show up. Now, there's a lot of charts here, and I have lots of different flags because things are changing. The main thing I want to help you with in today's video is understand that the start of the week is always a little bit rocky. We'll see what's happening. But if Bitcoin is leading strong, I'm hoping that the rest of the coins will follow. So first off, Quant. You might remember this one. It had a TBT bearish divergence signal printed on Thursday's candle, but has since returned and actually exceeded the TBO resistance level right here on Sunday's close, up 3.58%, which is great. On the 4-hour time frame, it continues to push up higher. So yes, we're going to see these TBT bearish divergence signals. These are good reminders that just to be expectant of a little bit of a pullback, just like we saw over here for Ethereum. Quant is still moving up, but the slow line has yet to really start curling upward. If it's curling upward and we get lots of these, we can ignore these altogether, in my opinion. Onyx coin, haven't talked about this coin in a while. RSI has been really oversold. We have a low set here at 19.24 on Monday last week, and then yesterday at 19.19. A lower RSI in the daily time frame is not a bullish sign. But on the 4-hour time frame, interestingly enough, we have a TBT bullish divergence cluster. So this green tab right here is the same as these light green triangles. The main difference is that these are happening in a shorter amount of time, or a closer amount of time, I guess you could say, a closer proximity to these previous ones, which is why they've turned into clusters. When we see clusters, we can expect the price to bullishly react to the upside, which would be interesting considering that we haven't had a proper RSI reset for Onyx coin, and it's fallen down, not a lot, but it's fallen down considerably, 30% from TBO resistance. So keep an eye on that. Core, this one has new TBT bullish divergence signals on the 4-hour time frame. It did have a super duper weak RSI reset on Saturday, and it fell back down again on Sunday. KAITO, this one is not, well, it didn't have an RSI reset per se, but price seriously dried up. Volume dried up big time. But we have a TBT bullish divergence cluster. I will say that the first pullback that we see, and we see these clusters, is usually going to be a strong sign. And the fact that KAITO is just doing nothing right here, it isn't really an encouraging sign whatsoever. The price is obviously trapped, but having it push up from here would be an amazing sign for sure. Now, the TBT bullish divergence signal, just so you know, it's available through the Better Traders Club subscription. So we have various tiers in the Better Traders Club. There is the Pro tier, which includes the TBT bullish divergence, bearish divergence indicator, plus the TBO Pro, plus a lot of other stuff. But access to the TBO starts at the trader tier and above. If you want access to stop loss hunting alerts, join the signals tier, all that fun stuff. And if you're just a crypto cheapo, nothing wrong with that, but you want some actionable insights, a couple of alerts to get you started, join the starter tier. So these orange flags right here are focused on the TBO indicator. So this orange diamond right there, that's my favorite bullish reversal signal. That is the TBO Close short. Now, XRP is really high above its daily TBO support level here at $1.72, but we haven't seen a close short since April the 22nd. The way that I usually trade these, by the way, is once we see these print, we want to wait for the price to retrace back into the daily TBO fast line, and that's where we take our entry. Note that it might mean we get a while for the price to go back into that. I mean, it might take a while, rather, for the price to break out bullishly, but this is a good sign. Plus, the fact that XRP moved up 4% in a day is actually a really big move, considering that XRP is a slow mover in my book. Now, FARTCOIN, just so you know, is in process of printing a TBO open short, which is confirming a bearish trend. But with that said, it's just getting started on today's daily candle. So we can't really say, close short, open short confirmed, done. But on the 4-hour time frame, we are seeing more TBO close shorts. Now, these are admittedly way higher above support than I like to see. I really like to see them printed right above that green dotted line. But seeing a lot of these, 2 is not a lot, and this one is still in progress, to be honest, but seeing multiple TBO close shorts in close proximity is a good bullish sign. GIGA also has 2 more TBO close shorts. These ones are also pretty high above support. GIGA kind of slowed down as well with price action and volume, but it's a nice bullish reversal sign. We have some new breakout information to share. So on the 4-hour time frame, KAVA just printed a TBO breakout, which is interesting considering that the last ones we saw were way back over here in early May, and the price only moved up 5% because the move had already happened. This one, I don't think the move has necessarily happened yet, and it's just the first one. It'd be great to see 2 more right after it, but it's not looking very optimistic. Plus, we have a TBO close short, so I'm really expecting KAVA to retrace back to the fast line, which is at about 43 cents right now. SPX, you guys know I've been talking about this a lot for very good reasons because it's a really bullish coin. Now, one thing to keep in mind, yes, we have a breakout on the daily time frame. Whoop, whoop. That's a great sign. I did sell some at about 114, have no regrets because I'm up 100% on that little itty bitty profit taking opportunity. Now, the reality here is that once we see SPX6900 get close to this level, expect some turbulence, expect some pullbacks because there are price-based resistance levels here and here. So right here at 164, come on, and 177. But before we even get there, TBO resistance at 154 is a valid level. So consider scaling out a little bit of your position if you're still holding SPX just below here. And yes, trust me, I know, I see those. I see the previous breakouts right there. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. So this is also why I'm going like, eek. I'm excited. It's a good sign. I'd love to see more of this. The other thing I'm looking at as well is volume unfortunately fell down just a bit. It was wildly exceeding the moving average, and now it's starting to really fall down. We saw on Saturday it did not exceed the moving average. And I'm waiting for volume to really exceed again. Now, if we get more bullish price action, yes, we're going to see more volume. We're going to get another breakout. It will probably push out higher or push up higher. On the weekly time frame, we also have to remember that RSI is still moving up. We have a new high here on weekly RSI for SPX at 76.32, which is great. The previous high to beat back here in December, the week of December the 30th, 2024, is 82.07. So just about here. So why is this significant? Well, it's significant because if we can see weekly RSI exceed this level, oh man, SPX is going to be ripping higher and higher. Note, last week's volume, just like the previous weeks, exceeded the moving average. This is a great start to a new rally for SPX, which continues to push higher. It's awesome. Now, a couple of things to take note of. CRV, which was previously in an open long, way back over here, which had some pullbacks now and then, but it kept ripping up higher and higher and higher. In total, 42%. We got our close long. Price did not touch the TBO fast line. Got real close to it, but it went up another 17% and now has since flipped to an open short, unfortunately. Now, this happens. It's normal. I'm not really concerned about this. The main thing that we need to watch next is to see, is CRV going to take the bait? Because it did have a recent RSI reset here on last Friday. So I would love to see CRV to go right back up, just like all of you would. But the reality is that whenever the price falls inside the cloud, it's a sign of bearish consolidation. We also know that when the slow line, which is the fourth moving average of the TBO right here, actually right here, I have to zoom out actually. Let me see. Okay, no, it's this one right here. So the slow line is still moving down, unfortunately. So the macro trend is still strong, bearish, if I am correct. Yep, 61.21. It's the fourth number right there. So that's too bad. Cake, more unfortunate news. After having a really nice rip all the way up here to TBO resistance, it was not able to successfully push above. It printed a TBO close long, the blue diamond, which is the inverse of a close short, by the way. It printed one on Thursday, and it did not wick into the daily TBO Cloud yet, but unfortunately printed another one yesterday. Usually when we get lots of these, more than one would be a lot, in my opinion, especially on the daily. It's not a bullish sign. And unfortunately, it's still stuck inside of the cloud. The slow line is kind of trending down, so it is a little bit bearish. Cake, similar story. Cake printed a second TBO close long yesterday, so our short-term target is the fast line at about $1.96. I just said cake again. Grass. Now we have two to watch out for. Internet Computer just did something really weird yesterday. For one, it closed up 6%. There's probably news. I don't care. I'm not going to look because it's just flash in the pan news. But volume almost exceeded the moving average by 2, which is exciting. That's actually really promising, especially for ICP, which has been stuck in this really awful choppy zone ever since the beginning of April, about 24%. That's a positive sign. On the weekly, it did close up moderately. RSI is slightly moving up on the weekly, but it really is still strong bearish on the weekly. On the daily, it's still in bullish consolidation. 4-hour, no real signs other than it's just a great chart for trading, just up and down, up and down. Last one is Radium. Radium had an RSI reset on Sunday, which is a positive sign, especially being really oversold at 15.7 on Thursday. Now, we're not seeing the price wildly respond yet, but that's a great sign. Now, we're not seeing anything else except for this TBO Close short that's still in progress. We have 3 hours and 10 minutes to confirm it, so it's too early to call it. But this alone is a good sign that we could see Radium go back up to test resistance at basically $3.57 TBO resistance. So if you're looking for more tips, more insights to understand how to trade this market, go to thebettertraders.com. The link's in the description down below. It's also the pinned comment. If you're looking for a course, check out 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom first. This is the best intermediate/beginner crypto trading course that exists. It comes with one-on-one coaching. It comes with 3 actionable crypto trading strategies, which would be the free TBT signals using DCA bots, a hands-free trading method to come alongside your active trading. Comes with A/B trading techniques and swing trading techniques using the TBO indicator, plus exit strategies and ideas and stuff. Like, it comes with a journal. It's a ridiculously awesome course. I highly recommend that. So until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.